Bayless and Shannon Sharp. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Joy. How are you today?
How are you?
I'm good.
How was your weekend?
You know how Joy always says hi to me first? I was just pointing that out. She always turns to me first. I don't know why.
Okay, well, go ahead.
Yeah, but then you do all your nonsense.
Is it my turn to say hello, Joy? How are you doing?
I mean, I was just looking for the mouths and yak. I don't
Yeah,
up here today.
No. You know, I'm drying out.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, I got something happening about 11 weeks. I'm drying out.
You're preparing for the postseason fall.
No, there ain't gonna be no postseason.
How are you, Shannon? I wasn't
5-0.
awake until I saw that jacket.
Yeah, you got a little something. It's spring, Skip.
Yeah.
You know?
Spring has sprung.
Well, let's get started with the red-hot Sixers. They won a thriller against the Cavs on Friday night, 132-130. Ben Simmons led the way with 27 points, 15 rebounds, and 13 assists. The Cavs were down by as many as 30, but came back thanks to LeBron's huge night. He finished with 44 points, 11 rebounds, and 11 assists. But with under 2 seconds left, down by 3, LeBron went to the line for 3 free throws. He made the first, but missed the second, and intentionally missed the third. The Sixers got the win and also beat the Mavs last night for their 14th straight win. They now have a 1-game lead on the Cavs for the 3rd seed in the East. So Shannon, didn't start your weekend off very well.
No, it didn't.
How big of a threat are the Sixers?
In all honesty, I've always felt the Sixers were the bigger of the threats in the East for the simple fact no one has an answer for Joel Embiid. And although Joel Embiid did not play, they still are a very dangerous team. Ben Simmons is showing why he's going to be the unanimous Rookie of the Year. He was phenomenal. He knows what he is. He knows what he isn't. He stays in his wheelhouse. But the problem that a team will face now, with all that being said, yes, they are a major threat to the Cavaliers. I do not believe they can beat the Cavaliers 4 times over a 2-week span. But Skip, those two, Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons, are far more dangerous than Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan. Because here's the thing. You almost must double-team Joel Embiid. And the way they're shooting the three-point ball now, Skip, in the beginning of the year, they were not like this shooting the 3-ball. Now you have J.J. Redick at 40%. You got Bellinelli at almost 40%. You got Covington. You got Saric. You got Ivasovic. So when you come with the double team, he's going to kick the ball. And they're knocking shots down right now. All that being said, they've never been in this position before. They've never been in the playoff. They've never played in these type moments. So with all that being said, you know who I'm going to go with because I know LeBron James can average 40, 10, and 12 for a series. Can Joel Embiid give you 30 and 20 a night? Can Ben Simmons average a triple-double a night? I don't believe they can. But they are the most serious threat to the Cleveland Cavaliers representing the Eastern Conference again.
And what if Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals winds up in Philadelphia? What if?
I'm going to Vegas and I'm putting 100 racks.
I'm
putting 100 racks on
100 racks?
Yeah.
I think Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals is going to be played in Philadelphia. So we had the Eagles, then we had Villanova, and now it's...
Stop trying to speak it into existence.
I don't know. It's just like something is going on here to the point that I must admit I owe the city of Philadelphia an apology. And I'm serious about this because I've been saying all year long the Eastern Conference is yet another LeBron James cakewalk to the finals. And I was overlooking that little young team that I thought was a year away in Philadelphia. And I was fixated on those Raptors who shrink at the sight of the beast of the East when he steps on the court, be it in Toronto or in Cleveland. When LeBron steps on the court, the Raptors are basically done. And I was fixated on the decimated Boston Celtics because I gave Kyrie and company a chance. And then Gordon Hayward goes down in Game 1 at Cleveland. And now Kyrie is lost for the whole playoffs. So I got too caught up in that, and I didn't see the forest for those 2 7-foot trees named Embiid and Ben Simmons. And all of a sudden, I'm thinking, wait a second now. If Philly finishes it out by winning their last 16 games of the regular season, that means they eclipse LeBron's team for the 3 seed in the East, and they would have home court advantage in a potential Eastern Conference Finals matchup?
I don't believe that's going to be the case because I believe the Cavaliers will win tonight in New York, win again at home against the Knicks. They play the Milwaukee Bucks. See,
But
everybody.
it's in Philly.
But here's the thing, Skip. Everybody's trying to position themselves. Everybody really wants to be the 7th seed. They want the Boston Celtics in the first round. So they're trying to stay out of the 8th seed and have to deal with Toronto. So everybody's like positioning, but Milwaukee lose. That means Washington can win, and they would go to the 7th slot. And then here come Milwaukee at the 8th. Milwaukee, all things, you really want to see the Celtics, minus Kyrie, minus Gordon Hayward. So they have something to play for.
Okay, but still, it's looking like Philly's going to win out, unless you tell me they're going to lose at Atlanta or lose to the Bucks at home.
I just said that.
So you say the Bucks are going to win
Yes.
at Philadelphia in the last game?
Yes.
Because why? Because they have more incentive?
Because here's the thing. They're in the 7th slot now. The 7 will play the 2, which are the Celtics.
Yeah.
You really want to stay there. They lose. Guess who gets in the 8th slot?
Okay.
The Wizards. So now they go back. The Bucks would go from 7 to 8. Now you get Toronto in the first round as opposed to having to play the Celtics minus Kyrie, minus Gordon Hayward.
So wait a second. You're saying if the last game, the 82nd game, is at Philadelphia, that the Sixers are going to say, we give up? We don't really want home court advantage against LeBron?
I'm saying the Milwaukee Bucks are going to win.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Could we have a case of due on that? Because you owe me one from the weekend, but that's okay.
You didn't want to bet that one.
I did. I took it.
I don't know.
I couldn't believe you threw it at me.
No, we got to play the tape on that.
Yeah, I said yes.
Okay, yeah, I give it to you.
All right,
No, you said you didn't want it because they wouldn't have a beat.
Well, I'm going to give it back to you. We have a bet.
Yeah.
If both teams win their 81st game, let's just say that has to happen first, because I don't know, maybe the Sixers go blow one. Atlanta's weird. Atlanta can rise up and win at Utah.
So they just beat they beat Utah, but they just beat Boston in Boston.
Okay, that's not a big accomplishment at this point.
Well, considering Atlanta's tanking, that's a huge accomplishment.
Okay, but I'm saying if both win their 81st game, we got a case of due. I got the Sixers at home against Milwaukee in the 82nd game.
I'm just going to
deal.
I'm saying the Cleveland Cavaliers, when it's all said and done, 81st, 82nd, the Cavaliers will be in the 3 seed.
Really?
So how that happens, I really don't
Okay, I'll
care.
just do that then.
Okay.
I will bet you that the Sixers wind up with the 3 seed.
Okay.
Deal?
Good deal.
Okay, because the Sixers really impressed me on Friday night, and I didn't even see that coming because clearly right now they're without their best player, Joel Embiid. And even though LeBron and company are playing back-to-back, they had a nice win at home against Washington where they held off thanks to John Wall hitting the wall down the stretch. That's a whole nother story. But in this game, they came out just blazing. And all of a sudden I look up and it's 78-48 Sixers, 78-48 near, that was with a minute 30 left in the first half, but they had 78 first half points against your defense that has now fallen all the way to 29th, second to last in defense efficiency.
Well, they've
really?
been basically 29th the whole year. So
Well, they have not. They have not. They've been 28th, but they just fell to 29th past Sacramento. They plunged below Sacramento in defensive rating. So, really? Wait, and LeBron is 313th in defensive win shares? That's impossible. LeBron James is 313th? I don't know what's happening to your team, but do you still trust that? Are you still good with it?
I still trust LeBron, and LeBron I trust.
Okay. So, as young teams are wont to do, especially when they don't have their best player, then the Sixers predictably took their foot off the gas, and all of a sudden, here came LeBron. And he cranked it up, and he was highly impressive through the third and much of the fourth quarter. And they go on a 61-33 run, and they get it all the way down to 2 with 8 minutes left. And guess what? Ben Simmons and J.J. Redick said, no, not in our house. And they went boom, boom, boom. And I got to tell you, Ben Simmons showed me some big-time backbone. That's one of the first times I've seen him under that kind of fire. Remember, he's LeBron's client, so you got to watch that.
He's not LeBron's client. He happens to be represented by the same corporation.
You mean,
Clutch,
Unclutch Sports?
Oh, no.
Right?
Clutch.
They got to rename it now. I don't know.
They got big-time players.
Yeah.
LeBron.
They got
Ben Simmons.
Yep.
Bledsoe.
Yeah. Bledsoe, he's big time.
Roy.
Yeah. So
David Falk had to start somewhere.
Ben Simmons is big time, and he showed me a little repertoire in the lane I didn't know that he had. I didn't even know if he could score or not, but he made 3 or 4 shots in the lane, a hook shot, a little sort of fall away shot. I don't know. I didn't even know he had it, but he showed, he can shoot a free throw. He can't shoot a 3, but he made some big time shots that staved off the run. And it took some desperation, big-time threes from JR and Jeff Green to suddenly make this a semblance of a game with just a couple seconds left.
You know what I was surprised, Skip? I was surprised they didn't employ the hacker Sommons.
They should have, maybe.
I would be shocked if the games are close late in the ball game.
Yep.
Some team does not implore that when they're playing this team. But it goes back, Skip, it's like this. You can't keep digging yourself these type of holes. You came back from, 17 down against the Wiz the night before, and then here we are again in this very situation. So basically, you're trying, in back-to-back nights, you're trying to come back from a combined 47 points. You got exert a lot of effort. But what happened is that they couldn't skip the ball. They forced a bad shot by the Sixers. The ball lands on the floor. It's between Jetty and LeBron, and both of them take off on the break. Covington gets the ball, kicks it to J.J. Redick, who splashes the three at the end of the shot clock.
That was a good shot.
That was the type of 11 second chance points in the fourth quarter. The Cavaliers have won. I was surprised about how bad the Cavaliers got out-rebounding, considered Joel Embiid did not play. That's what I was really surprised
45-40, home team.
Yes.
Guess what? The home team, the Philadelphia 76ers, are the #1 rebounding team in all of pro basketball, and obviously that was without their best rebounder in Embiid. So we came down to what turned into hack a LeBron on the last big play.
It wasn't no hack a LeBron.
Hack a LeBron.
No,
it was actually a terrible call, but it turned into an unwitting hack a LeBron. Because I don't know what Lauren Holtkamp was thinking, but even LeBron said after the game, I wasn't yet in my shooting motion. I think he hated it that this foul got called because it put him in his worst nightmare. But the call was made on Covington that he hacked LeBron in the shooting motion, which he wasn't in yet.
He did.
And so he did not.
He did.
LeBron said he didn't.
I don't care.
I'm going by what LeBron said after the
You
game.
going to go by what I say.
Okay, I'll go by what you said.
LeBron was in the moment, so he couldn't see what was actually transpiring.
And then I turned to Ernestine and I said, uh-oh, LeBron is in his worst nightmare scenario. He's got to go stand alone at the free throw line and face his late game free throw shooting demons. Because now he's got to make 3 to tie, not 1 or 2. He's got to make all 3 just to tie. Well, that's tough for anybody, but especially for LeBron James. And as I've said many, probably too many times, he's got the late game free throw shooting demons. So he did make the first. Way to go, LeBron. And then, predictably, he gagged the second one. Was Shannon Sharp surprised? He was not surprised because he was cringing already, knowing that it was coming. And that forced LeBron to have to intentionally miss the third free throw. So the Sixers have to know that if in Game 7, in their place, if they can just get LeBron at the free throw line needing desperation free throws at the end, they got that because LeBron's not going to make those free throws.
Well, here's the thing, Skip. If you're going to tell me that the Sixers bench will outscore the Cavaliers 56-25 like they did this time, I'm going to say they're going to lose.
Joy, did you notice how he just changed the subject from LeBron's missed free throw? What did you think, Shannon? Give me some response.
How about this?
You can't just sweep that one under the carpet.
Okay, here it is.
Okay.
He switched the first one. The second one rimmed out.
Yeah, rimmed
you made
out.
it seem like he shot an air ball. No. That's what you were hoping.
I was not hoping.
Yeah.
I just know he misses those every time. He missed them late against the Wizards the night before.
No.
Missed 2 big ones late.
But you have seen him make those in those very situations, especially come playoff
rarely.
In playoff time.
Yeah.
You remember Game 7? He put it away.
He made those.
Game 7 against your team.
He made 2 against Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Game 2, the turnaround game.
Yeah.
During his first run to his first ring. Right?
So, look, I want LeBron in this situation. I want the ball in LeBron's hand. I hate that they put themselves in that situation because I thought it was going to be one of those games. You know what? They're down 30. LeBron's going to play like 3 minutes of the second half, and then he's going to take a seat. And the next thing you know, 26, 28 point is now all of a sudden it's down to 15. You're like, oh. And then you're like, okay, it's down to 8. Whoa, we got 7 minutes to go in this. And so he fought his way back, 19 in the third, 16 in. He didn't shoot the. If you want to say anything, if you want to criticize LeBron in one thing about this game, he did not shoot the free throw well. He was 6 of 11. That's not good enough. They were not very good as a team. Looking at it, what were they from as a team? 24-33. That's 72%, and the Sixers was 18 or 21, 85%. There's your difference. Plus a lot of second chance points in the fourth quarter. So, Skip, I give you that. He did not perform in that moment like I've seen him do so many times before. But which is a bigger choke job? Being up 3-1 in the NBA Finals, being up 3-1 in the Western Conference Final, or missing 3 free throws to tie the ball game at the end of the game? I just want to know.
I would say it's up 2-1 against Dallas in the 2011 Finals when you're making a list of the people you're going to say, I told you so.
Let me ask you a question.
That's the biggest choke job I've ever seen.
Has any team ever come back from 2-1 down in the NBA Finals? Yes, they have. Has any team ever come back from 3-1 in the NBA Finals? No, they have. Has any team ever come back from 3-1 in the Western Conference Finals?
Has the team that was the victim of that had one of their best players suspended for the pivotal game 5?
Kevin Durant wasn't suspended. They were up 3-1 on the Golden State Warriors. Kevin Durant wasn't suspended. And oh, by the way, we're going to talk about him a little later. How are your best player in the NBA doing, Skip?
Who? Kevin Durant?
Yeah.
He is doing phenomenal.
He's
just lighting it up.
That's not what the record say.
He's been scoring 40 a game.
That's not what the record say.
The man can score.
Whoa.
Can score.
Did you not just see what LeBron did? You hyping 40-point games.
We're talking about the 76ers, so I'm going to keep it right here.
And I'm
going to tell you that the reason you should be afraid is that Brett Brown, a Popovich disciple, can really, really coach. He's been there for a while, and he paid some hard dues when they were really, really bad going through the process.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, they're really, really good, and all of a sudden, the Colangelos, the new overseers of this basketball operation, have gone out and gotten some vets who really played key roles against LeBron and company. Because did you see what Ilyasova did in the fourth quarter?
Oh, yeah, I saw what he did.
Oh.
Joy, did you see what he did? Did you? What? Hold on. I'm going to tell you something moving forward. And this goes back about 2 weeks. If you're a foreign big man, if you from Yugoslavia, or you from Lithuania, or you from the Ukraine, if you a big man, you 6'10" or above, and you plan on challenging one LeBron James at the rim, you getting chalked up. So let that be a lesson to you. So let it go.
Are you saying LeBron's like ugly American?
Yeah. He anti-foreign big man.
Is he?
So he body bagging all of them.
He's body bagging, except Ilyasova was so okay in the fourth quarter. He had 8 points and 5 rebounds and 2 assists.
Yeah.
And he stepped to the free throw line and made the 2 at the end. It became the winning free throw.
What about that first one?
He made them both.
What about that first one? They hit every part of the rim and bounced in.
Did it go in?
Yeah. Oh, see, you can see why you do that, Skip.
Did he go to your restaurant after the game?
Yeah.
Yes, business was open for him.
You make it seem like he just switched it like a Steph Curry.
But
You know it did, Skip. It went. But I'm talking about my guy, LeBron James, in year 15. Is body bagging, folks, like we've never seen before at any point of his career.
When you quote-unquote body bag a foreign big man, does that mean the game's over and you win? So that means he body bagged Nurkic and he lost, and he body bagged Ilyasova and he lost.
Yeah, he got
That's
a bunch.
Interesting.
He got some other ones too.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And somehow they bounced right back to life.
And Bellinelli,
like zombies.
Skip, you know what the thing is?
Bellinelli played 9 minutes of the fourth quarter, so there's another veteran. Brett Brown saying, I'm going to play with my veterans.
But the thing is that you look. It's not the fact that they were hitting 3 shots. It was the degree of difficulty in which they were making those shots. Bellinelli was shooting threes, and JJ was shooting threes like J.R. Smith. You know those ones he's falling out of bounds?
Talking about in the first half.
Yeah. But I'm saying,
remember, in the fourth quarter, Philly went 1 for 10 from the three-point line, and the one was a dagger from JJ.
Right. That was when they had an opportunity to get the ball and possibly tie the game. But, Skip, if you're going to tell me Bellinelli and Redick and all those guys are going to be taking three-point shots like JR, and they're going to be splashing, well, I might have to worry about it. But I got a guy. And what I've seen over the last 2 months, now you say 2 months is a long stretch. That's a big block of time, Skip Bayless. He's averaging a triple-double. He just went 44, 11, and 11. That's his second 40-point triple-double this season. So I know he's capable of that in a 7-game series because we saw him average a triple-double in a 5-game series. We also saw him average 35, 13, and 9 in a 6-game series. So I know what this young man is capable of, and so do you.
He's 33.
So be on your best behavior.
He's not a young man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I can't tell.
Yeah.
Can you tell?
Saturday night he wished he was 40 because Ginobili tied Michael Jordan for most double-digit games at age 40 with 29 games. That was Ginobili, who should be the 6th man of the year.
Well, first of all, LeBron
tweeted that, sorry, LeBron, you're not 40. So
LeBron
was thinking, maybe I could do this.
LeBron will never know what it's like because LeBron's not going to be playing 40 because by the time LeBron hit 38, when LeBron hit 38, he will be the all-time leader in
So-
NBA points scored. He will have 40,000.
Here is the bottom line to everything you just said. This is the one team in the NBA, other than Golden State, that ain't afraid of no king. And it amazes me. Joel Embiid ain't afraid of no LeBron. Ben Simmons, we saw Friday night, ain't afraid of no LeBron. No, not in my house. I'm not going to let him do this to us. We're not going to lose a 30-point lead. And Ilyasova, I don't think he's afraid of any LeBron James. I don't. Now, Sarge, yes, because Sarge said 2 weeks ago, they asked him about, you fear anybody? Yeah, I do fear LeBron James in the East. Well, then you're out. And he almost blew the game at the end of the game. How do you not box out Larry Nance Jr. on the last play when LeBron intentionally
Well,
did?
what he tried to do, he tried to step to him, and Larry Nance pulled the old okey-doke step. He went around
come on, you can't let that happen, man. He almost lost the game.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's afraid of LeBron, I guess.
All that would have done was gotten the game into overtime, which you did not want to happen. But with that being said, Ilyasova did play. He did play well in the fourth. Those 8 points and 5 rebounds, because 3 of those was on the offensive end. So give them credit, Skip. They won the ball game. But you're not going to rest comfortably, knowing that they must play the Cavaliers in order to advance to the Eastern Conference.
Embiid due back pretty soon. He's already started a little bit of cardio conditioning.
He can come back tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I know what my guy's capable of doing in the playoffs. Do we really know what they are capable of doing in the playoffs? Because we have yet to see it.
Are you telling me LeBron James is going to body bag Ben Simmons or Joel Embiid in a playoff game? I don't think so. I think it might be the other way around.
He called Ben. He called Joel Embiid. Joel, like I was thinking about it, and then I thought better of it.
Remember that March 1st game at Cleveland?
Yeah.
When Ben Simmons broke free down the lane, and LeBron said, I'm out of here.
He broke free a couple of times.
Yeah.
Split the double team. The pick and roll is killing us. Whether it's high pick and roll or side pick and roll, it's killing the Cavaliers. They got to be able to do a better job.
So do you realize that the Sixers have held opponents to the lowest shooting percentage in the entire NBA? That's called defense, something the Cavs don't play. Are you not? I think you're starting to sweat over there.
The Cavaliers shot 51% from the floor. They shot 47% from the three. It's just they dug themselves such a deep hole, they were unable to get out of it. Come playoff time, what's the likelihood of a team getting down by 30?
I don't know. Could happen, and they won't be able to climb out of that hole in a playoff.
Because they won't get down that far.
Game 7 in Philadelphia. It feels like it just
100
meant
stacks,
to be.
right?
Huh?
100 stacks on that?
No, I don't want to talk about 100. I'm like racks.
Racks?
Racks.
How much money do you have?
I ain't got but a little bit, but I'm going to have a lot more when I bet this game 7 on LeBron.
You're going to borrow it to bet?
No.
Whew.
Yeah.
That's such a good idea. That's not the right way to go into 50.
Oh, yeah, it is. Hey, money ain't a thing.
No, I don't know.
Speaking of money, is Money Mayweather really going to the UFC? We'll discuss that next.